Happy holidays, folks. Hopefully everybody survived Black Friday shopping and didn't get too crazy. So today we're going to talk about something that if you've got a Helix, you have to have thought about. If you've got a gig board, a Headrush, any of these units that don't have a built-in power amp but have everything else. And that's how do you get the sound out? If you're not recording it, you need some sort of speaker set. Powered PA speaker, a amp you're running into the return loop or into the front of, and there's a million options. You can really do this a lot of different ways. So I don't know. A lot of people say PA speakers are the way to go for obvious reasons. They're FR usually. They are loud. They are potentially loud. They are relatively inexpensive, certainly compared to an amp in a cabinet, unless you're going like I did with a micro dark or similar. You can spend a lot of money on something that you're not using for the most part, or you can get a PA speaker. Guitar Center had Black Friday sales, and one of the things on sale was a Harbinger Vari, as in Vari. What is it? 2212. It's a 600 watt unit, which really means you got about 200 watts of clean power. I mean, they say you always have it. I really think that if you go past 200 on most of these smaller units, yeah, you're into what it can actually do as opposed to peak power, but you're still getting some distortion. You're still getting noise when it's quiet. So if you stick to like 200 on this unit, you're good. I've got mine. Where did I put it? I put it like half on the channel volume and master volume, and then use the Helix for volume control. And that does the job. That really, it gives me a clean signal. I don't get that obnoxious hum you usually get out of PA speakers if you're cranking them up. Sound quality is pretty good. I went back and forth. I played with some patches between the traditional monitor or a traditional speaker and running through the micro dark and running through the Vari. And I mean, you could get differences, but on the other hand, I don't have an IR that matches the speaker, and I don't have. Yeah, I'm still running the cabinet or the amp emulation into the back of the micro dark. So, I never got it to sound exactly the same, but certainly it was not difficult to get it to sound equally good. Doing it through the PA, I was happily impressed. And I'll tell you what I spent, but I mean, if you're watching this in a week or two, you can't get it for that anymore. I spent $138 after taxes, and they routinely go on sale. That was the lowest I've seen it. Well, PA speakers are not as efficient as guitar speakers. They're really not. And I gotta say that the 20 watts off that amp into a 1x12 guitar speaker, the volume output is significantly, I mean, through the roof higher. So this is guitar at home with Remy. This isn't guitar on stage. This isn't guitar out in a festival somewhere. I'm doing this in a home office, and I'd like to not be deaf. So even when I crank it up, you're not talking crazy loud. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm well aware of the damage I can do to my hearing, and there's no need for it. Loud enough is the key. I mean, to me, it has to sound good, loud enough to feel loud. And as long as it feels loud and still sounds good, it doesn't start getting breakup in the speaker, it doesn't start falling apart on their power section, I'm happy. I don't need more than that. And I didn't find that with some lighter units. I didn't find that with some cheaper units. And honestly, I wasn't expecting it with this Harbinger. They don't get great reviews. They are certainly the low end of this genre. But I figured at $138 after taxes, what did I have to lose? You know, if I didn't like it, I'd drive across town, drop it off, and maybe plunk down the extra money for a JBL 610. But really, I think this is the way to go. I think it gives you that amp in the room feel that you get from having a big speaker, resonance, the moving air, the feel of a 12-inch speaker. Going this route, to me, it fixed it. It really solved that problem that I was having running through my monitor speakers. But, and here's the key, it still sounds good turned down. If you haven't done it, try it. If you can catch the sale while it's still going, the Harbinger seems pretty good. Certainly, for the money, I am happy. I would not expect it to compete with even the Ion 610s from JBL. I think it probably compares favorably with the smaller, lower output, what do you call them? Altos. It beat the custom brand stuff that I tried. That just doesn't have enough output. If you keep it way down, it's fine. This lets me turn it down and get good sound at a very moderate level, and turn it up and get all the way past the point where I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to be causing hearing damage, and let's stop. So give it a shot. I certainly was favorably impressed. Sorry, my cat was chewing on my foot. I was favorably impressed, and I don't think it matters which one you buy, to be honest. I think find something on sale that you're happy with, that you like the look of. On these Harbingers, I like the fact that the face is completely covered with the mesh. Long term, who knows? I'm sure I would have gotten one, but this was a nice test. It was a nice cheap entry point, and I'm happy with it. I don't think I'm going to upgrade anytime soon. Maybe in a year or two, I'll get one of the Mission Gemini caps that everybody raves about. But those are almost $1,000. I don't need it. Right now, that's not a priority. So take care, have fun, keep playing, y'all.